Hello friends, welcome back to the Casual Foodist. I'm Brianna, and if you have ever been intimidated by the thought of making cheesecake, then I have got the recipe for you. Today we are making one of my favorite Spanish desserts, Basque Cheesecake, and it's incredibly simple to make. While a typical American style cheesecake is a little bit fussy, you need to use a water bath. You need to throw a couple prayers to Saint Honore, the patron saint of desserts and bakers. This one is really easy and really forgiving. Really, there's no way to mess up with this cheesecake. If your cheesecake gets brown on the top, no worries, this one's supposed to. And that little bit of caramelization on the top tastes amazing. A few cracks in your cheesecake, no worries, no big deal. And also, this cheesecake, and unlike a traditional American style cheesecake, a Basque cheesecake has no crust. We are going to bake it at a higher temperature so it forms its own golden crust on the outside. Again, one less step to worry about. This cheesecake is light, creamy, just enough sweetness. Let's go ahead and get started. So I have traveled to Spain 3 times, and one of the big reasons I keep going back is for the food. Spanish food, much like Spain itself, is relaxed and easygoing, but brings a ton of flavor to the table. Spain definitely knows how to eat. So Basque cheesecake, of course, originates in the Basque region of Spain, and that is in the northeastern corner of Spain, which borders France. San Sebastian, where this cheesecake originates, is one of the best places to eat in Europe. It has the most Michelin star restaurants per capita, and whether you're eating from a simple pinchos bar up to 3-star Michelin dining, you are going to eat well. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our ingredients. Of course, for cheesecake, we are going to need cream cheese and a whole lot of it. I've got 2 pounds of cream cheese here, and you are not going to want to skimp. You want to get the full fat, good stuff. You can save your calories elsewhere. Go ahead and splurge on this cheesecake. We're also going to need 2 cups of heavy cream, 1.5 cups of sugar, 5 large huevos. Huevos means eggs in Spanish. 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, and then 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. I've gone ahead and added my cream cheese to the bowl of my stand mixer, and we are also going to add in our sugar and our salt. And adding salt to desserts just heightens the sweetness of anything. Really important ingredient to any dessert you make. And then we're just going to mix this on medium-low speed until everything is nice and smooth. This is looking nice and fluffy. We're going to go ahead and add in our eggs, and we want to add them in one at a time. Take a moment to scrape down the sides of our bowls. That way all of our cream cheese gets mixed in. Now it's time to pour in our heavy cream. And for all of the rich ingredients that are in this cheesecake, it actually comes out really light. And then last, to bind this cheesecake together, just a little bit of flour. And again, I've got 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, and that goes right in. And then we're going to mix our cheesecake for about another 2 minutes until everything is just nice and like an airy. I've gone ahead and sprayed my springform pan with a little bit of baking spray, and this is just going to help our parchment paper stay in place. And 2 pieces of parchment paper, that way all the sides are covered. And then we're just going to take our second piece of parchment paper and sprinkle it up into a ball. That way when we lay it in there, it's going to behave a lot better. And again, we want to make sure all sides of our springform pan are covered. Look at how luscious that cheesecake filling is looking. I could just eat this bowl right now, but it's destined for better things. And that cheesecake batter. Just look at how rich that cheesecake looks. And we want to get every last bit of that cheesecake batter in there. And then we are just going to smooth this out on top. Oh my gosh, it's looking so good already. Again, with a Basque cheesecake, we don't need any fancy water baths or anything, but I do have my springform pan on a baking sheet. In the off chance we have a spillover of that batter, that way my oven stays relatively clean. We're going to go ahead and bake this at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about an hour, and that higher temperature is going to caramelize the outside of the cheesecake. That way it forms its own crust and also brings a lot of delicious flavor. This cheesecake acts a little bit more like a souffle while it's baking. It's going to rise and puff up a little bit. And then when we take it out of the oven later, it's going to settle a little bit, and that is totally normal. Again, one of the reasons I love Basque cheesecake, all of those rules that we follow for normal American style cheesecake kind of get thrown out the window. All right, time to get this beauty in the oven, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Our cheesecake has been in here for an hour, and just look at how pretty she looks. All right, guys, our Basque cheesecake is ready, and just look at how beautiful she is. This is a dessert whose perfections lies in its imperfections. We've got this golden caramelized crust on top, as well as all these little golden bits on the outside. The inside of this cheesecake is light and creamy, just sweet enough. This Basque cheesecake is one of my favorite Spanish desserts, and I think you're gonna love it. You can find a link to the full recipe below or at casualfoodist.com. And be sure to like this video and subscribe to the Casual Foodist for more recipes like this.